you're afraid or intimidated to ride your bike, whether it's because of injury or of crashing and getting stuck out in the middle of nowhere, I'm willing to bet that you've tried just slowing down when it comes to a section or area that you're struggling with most. For example, if you're intimidated by going down steep hills, you might have to slow down to a crawl speed just to safely get down the hill. But this is not the best way to go about it, especially if you want to have more fun riding a dirt bike for the rest of your life. And I'm not kidding. Do you want to keep riding slow and having your friends constantly wait up for you? And so if you're constantly having to slow down on sections that you're struggling with, this is a huge sign that you haven't formed positive riding habits. And a positive riding habit is something that you have built up your muscle memory to do automatically without having to think about it. And these can be learned in your backyard in a small area without having to go to the trails and practice them, which usually takes all day to do when you could do it in 15-20 minutes in your backyard. And if you're just riding slower around flat corners because you feel like your tires are going to wash out, if you haven't formed a positive riding habit or technique, you're still likely for the wheels to slide out because you're not getting good traction. So just slowing down can help, but this isn't the easiest and best way to prevent crashing, which can lead to injuries. For example, if you're used to riding a street bike, you're probably not used to having to shift your body around a lot while riding off-road. But in order to stay balanced and have the most traction on a dirt bike, you need to shift your body in the right position at the right time if you want to have the best traction. And if you're not getting traction, your tires are more likely to slide out and you to fall down. Another problem that I see is just getting too excited too quickly and trying to go full speed right away on your dirt bike on the trail. So if you don't allow the proper time for your bike as well as your body to warm up, your body is going to tighten up, and this can result in your arms pumping up, and it makes it harder to use the clutch and the throttle and the brake because your arms are pumped up, your body isn't loose, you feel stiff, and you're more likely to get injured because your blood and your muscles, they aren't warmed up. And not even stretching beforehand can help this because just like your car needs to warm up on a cold morning before it has maximum efficiency, maximum power, your body needs to warm up. So if you're just sitting on the couch and you jump on your dirt bike and try and go 100% right away, your whole body is going to be stiff. It's harder to relax on the bike, and you're a lot more likely to pull a muscle or lose control because you're riding tight and tense. And then the third huge mistake is thinking that you need more speed to have more balance. If you've ever ridden in sand, you know how loose it can feel, and your bike just wants to go wherever it feels like going. And you feel that you have a little bit more balance and control if you give it more gas and ride faster. But if you're riding faster and you're not balanced on the bike with your body position, when you do lose control, you're just going to have a harder crash. And this is because you haven't learned how to stay balanced at low speeds. And when you learn how to balance at low speeds, you understand and feel what the bike is doing underneath you and relying on your body position to keep the bike upright rather than speed, because more speed just gives you the illusion that you're in balance until you fall down. And when you intentionally form positive riding habits at slow speeds, not only will you build your confidence faster to allow you to ride faster and safer, but it's safer at slow speeds because if you do fall over, you're not likely to get hurt because you won't hit the ground as hard. It'll just be a slow tip over as opposed to sliding out and slamming into the ground or hitting a tree. And my virtual dirt biker school will show you how to build up your confidence and your speed if you want it safely by forming positive riding habits at slower speeds. And if you want to learn more about that, I got a free guide. You can click the link in the description below. And if you want to learn how to become a better trail rider, but you're busy because you're working more than 40 hours, you have a family with kids, or you don't have a place to practice within an hour, stay tuned for tomorrow's episode 29 in this beginner series, where I show you some simple ways to overcome these problems. So subscribe and please share this with a friend that you want to become a better, safer rider.